This man in the photo is Louis Hine. Louis Hine was a muckraker that captured images and told stories of the wrong that was going on during the Progressive Era. Hine's most well-known photos and pictures were exposing all of the harsh and detrimental effects of child labor exploitation. Hine said that there is work that profits children and there is work that brings profits only to employers. The object of employing children is not to train them, but to gain high profits from their work. He also said photography can light up darkness and expose ignorance. In this picture, you see many children forced to work for the profit of their employer. Maybe Louis Hine made such an effort to expose the wrongs of child labor because he was, in fact, a victim of child labor once as well. At a young age, Hine had to work at a furniture upholstery factory because his father died. He worked 13 hours a day for 6 days a week. He only made $4 a week doing this. This definitely gave him a unique outlook on life. This picture was taken in the late 1800s. Homeless boys on the street in New York City used to sleep beneath the stairways of newspaper offices. Once they got their hands on the day's paper, they would harass people all day for money. However, they would only make about 30 cents per day. This is not enough to get them off the street. Hine said, "I wanted to show the thing that had to be corrected." In Pennsylvania, they created a law banning anyone under the age of 12 from working as a coal breaker. This was a good law, but as you can see in the picture, it was poorly enforced. Families would forge birth certificates so that their children could continue to help support the family. Because child labor was so profitable for employers, they often would forge these documents themselves. This picture, taken by Louis Hine, is an example of a boy forced to work as a coal breaker despite being under the age of 12. This picture was taken in North Carolina. In cotton mills just like this one, many children were orphans. They had to work long hours in unsanitary and dangerous environments in order to have shelter, food, and water. Many times, Hine would trick his way into factories just like this one to take pictures that managers did not want the public to see. He would often pretend to be a Bible salesman or an insurance agent. He would wait until breaks or shift changes outside the factory gates, waiting to take photos of the children getting off their shift. This is a very impactful image. This is showing a small girl rest after finishing a long day of work. You can see in the picture she is leaning her head down because she is so exhausted after this long day of work. Hine once said that if I could tell the story in words, I wouldn't need to lug around a camera. And this image shows more than words ever could. Mothers used to bring their children to factories because they lacked childcare options. This would force the kids to help work in dangerous environments. Hine took thousands of photos and went to places all across the country in order to expose these evils. This ultimately helped persuade the public and convince lawmakers to introduce laws and regulations to, to protect children all across the nation and better enforce the laws already in place.